I already covered the addition of decimal numbers. Now we are going to go over subtraction of decimal numbers, which is going to be, excuse me, same way, exactly same way as we did with addition, with the difference there we were adding, here we are going to subtract. So let's solve some problems here. 26.38 minus 4.15. Okay, again, the most important thing, we need to line up decimal point. 26.38. Now, decimal point, 4, and then 1 comes here, and 5. Subtract. 8 minus 5, we are starting again from right to left. 8 minus 5 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. Decimal point. 6 minus 4 is 2. And this 2 comes down here. Next one. 6.4 minus 2.9. 2.5. Okay, 6.4, excuse me, 6.4 minus decimal point 2, and here we have 5. All right, now I cannot do 14 minus 5. Remember, during the addition we had overflow, right? If we had overflow, we would add to the next number. Now here, since I can't subtract, I cannot do 4 minus 5. Now we are doing opposite. In addition, we did overflow, add it to the next number. Here we are borrowing from the previous number. From 6, I'm going to borrow 1 and get 14. Okay? And instead of 6, I will have here left 5. So 14 minus 5, it's going to be 9. Decimal point. So we have, instead of 6, we have left 5. I don't like to write too much over on the top of that, so not to get confused. What will let you know that you already borrowed this borrowing sign. Okay, that means you borrowed from 6 to use for 14, and from instead of 6 you have 5 left. 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay, next one, 17.001 minus 5.003. Okay, 17.001 minus 5.003. What is interesting? So when I'm borrowing, so 1 minus 3, I cannot subtract. So I'm going to borrow. I cannot borrow from this first 0, because it's 0 itself. I cannot borrow from second 0, then I can borrow from 1, right? From 7. So if I borrow from 7, it's gonna come here, will be 10, right? Then from this 10, borrowed here, from this 10, I'm moving again to the second 0, will be second one also will be 10. And what will be left from the first one? From the first one will be left 9, yes? And from the second, this 0, moving 1, I'm getting 11. So what does that mean? This is what you're gonna, how you're gonna figure out not to make mess here. So since I borrowed all the way from 17, that means these both zeros got 10, and then they moved to the next number, and until they got this 11, which means when you borrowed from 10, you have left there 9, right? So here we will have here, as I moved, instead of 10 I have 9, instead of 10 I have 9, and instead of 7 I got 6 because I borrowed from 7. Yes, but I'm not going to keep these numbers because I don't want to make a mess. One thing, it will make me remember that instead of 0 I will have there 9. The fact that I have this borrowed sign here, 11, that means when I borrowed from 7, I had to go through all these numbers, which means it will never be 0 anymore. It's going to be 9, 9, and 7 will be 6. That's how I do. Okay? All right. So how we are going to do it. 11 minus 3 is 8. 9, here minus 0 is 9. Another 9 minus 0 is 9. So instead of 7, we have left 6 because we borrowed from 7. 6 minus 5 is 1, and here we have 1. Okay, let's do another one for practice. 573 0004 and minus 19.0007. Okay, 573.0004, meaning 4 10,000s, minus, so I put point here, 9, this is 1, and 1, 2, 3, 7. All right, 4, I can't do minus 7, so I'm going to borrow from this 3, right? So here it is, I'm getting 14. 14 minus 7, it's going to be 7, which means the 0 becoming 9. Minus 0 is 9. This second 0 also become 9. This is also become 9. Here I have left 2. 2 I cannot subtract 1. From these 2, left 2 I cannot subtract 9. Therefore, I'm going to borrow from this 7, right? I'm going to borrow from 7. I will get 12 minus 9 is 3. So here I have left 6 minus 1 is 5. And this 5 comes here. So for 4, I borrowed from this 3, which became 2. And all these zeros became 9. Wait a minute. Why do I have here 1? It's 9. Sorry. Hey, I'm human too. Entitled for mistakes. So it's 9, and then since I have 2, I can do minus 9, so I'm borrowing one more time. So as long as you have in front number, you have what to borrow from, you will keep borrowing. Okay? I want to solve one more to make sure we understand it well. 461.0007. And we are going to do minus 27.653. Okay, 461.00007 minus 7, 2 here, 6, 5, 3. Okay. Since in the second number I have their numbers missing, I don't have 5 decimal notations, digits. So it just 7 come down here will be 7. The 0 comes down here will be 0. Now for 0 minus 3, I cannot do it. I'm going to borrow from this 1, right? 10 minus 3 is going to be 7. Now I have, in this case here, I will have left 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. Then in this one also I have 9. 9 minus 6 is 3 decimal point. So instead of 1, I have left 0 because I borrowed, right? So I have to borrow from this 6. So will be 10 minus 7, it's going to be 3. And instead of 6, I have 5. Minus 2 is 3. And here I have 4. Let me go one more time. So 37 comes down, 0 comes down, but for this 0, I'm going to borrow. Let me clean this so I can go over again. Okay. So I'm borrowing here. See, here I have it from 1. So 10 minus 3 is 7. For here it's going to left 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. Here also will be left 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay. So instead of 1 here I have left 0, correct? Since I can't do 0 minus 7, then I'm borrowing from this 6. So 11 minus, 10 minus 7 is going to be 3. Yeah, because I don't have 1 anymore, it's 0. So when I borrow 1, I will get 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. Here I have left 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 4 we didn't touch, stays the way it is. All right? Okay. Next one. 14 minus 2.4. So 14, since point is here, decimal point, here is 2, here is 4. Now, when we need to subtract, from which number we subtract 4? I have to add here 0. So 0 I cannot subtract 4, therefore I'm going to borrow from this 4. I will get 10 minus 4 is 6. Here I have left 3, right? Instead of 4, I have left 3. 3 minus 2 is 1, and here is 1. Next one, 465.5 minus 68.15. Okay, 465.5, I'm subtracting 68, point is here, 8, 6, and here is 1, here is 5. So I can do nothing minus 5, so I'm adding 0. Because as this 0 after decimal notation at the very end doesn't do any change to the number. So 10 minus 5 is 5. Here will be left 4, right? 4 minus 1 is 3. And then 5 I can do minus 8, so I'm borrowing from 6. 15 minus 8 is 7. Here is left 5. I have to borrow again. 15 minus 6 is 9, and instead of 4, I have left 3. Okay? Next one. 9.5 minus 3.09. Okay, 9.5 minus at the point 309. I have here 0. 0 minus 10 minus 9, it's going to be 1. Here I will have left 4. 4 minus 0 is 4. And 9 minus 3 is 6. I will solve one more or two, and I will be done. What do we have? 1000 minus 789.8. Okay, 1000. So I put decimal point here. So decimal point 987.8. So I'm plugging here 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. Here I will have what? I borrow this 10 all the way from this 1. So which means this, all these zeros become 999, right? So 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 7 is 2. And there is nothing left. It was 0 already anyway. And the last one, 800 minus 6.4. Okay. 800 minus 6.4, because point is here. Okay. Borrowing from this 8. 10 minus 4 is 6. I have here left 9 minus 6 is 3. Here will be left 9, comes down. And instead of 8, I have left 7, because I borrowed from 8, right? Okie dokie. I'm done. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it was helpful. See you in multiplication and division of decimal notations.